Hey, what is up everybody and welcome back to another video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to smash the subscribe button and join the fam. I apologize for my heavy voice, I have cold right now. But anyway, topic of today's video is Black Clover chapter 171 manga review. This chapter was titled The Sleeping Lion. Now, if you haven't seen the previous video, be sure to check that out of chapter 170 review. In that I had said that there was chances of Leo getting a power up. Now, based on that, I thought that this was what the chapter meant, but it turns out that it was far above my expectations. This chapter was the best from the time of the fight of Asta with Veto of the Despair, and this chapter, I have to admit, was so awesome. It just made me feel that manga had done a jinx and it was not 20 pages at all, but it turns out it actually was. I just don't know whether it happens to me or it happens with others as well, but it happens a lot, so I hate that. But this fight was the best, I have to say, and the art was also amazing. Okay, so the vice captain of the strongest Magic Knight squad, the Crimson Lion, he has to be strong. Now, I'm not exactly sure whether the strongest Magic Knight squad is a self-title or it was that they are strong, but anyways, the vice captain of Magic Knight squad is strong, and since he had been reincarnated, he would be strong as hell. So the vice captain Randall's magic power is shown to be somewhat similar to Kuma's from the series One Piece. If you guys remember it all, and if you follow One Piece, you'll have remembered that the time after they had defeated Moria, Kuma was able to contain air and use air attacks. But the difference between these two abilities are, between Kuma's ability, Randall's ability is based everything on air. Meanwhile, Kuma could also do air attacks, but his power was to deflect attacks. So there is a slight difference between them, but nevertheless the usage by both of them are exactly the same. The ability to compress air and use it to attack, it becomes similar a lot. Now, as I continued to read the chapter, it gave me immense pleasure to know that my prediction was on mark, that Leon would get power up. He had begun to evolve in the middle of his fight, and especially that panel with the lion in his back where he says that we will get out alive. Oh man, that was so awesome. And his evolution was just beginning. He had just broken out of his shell, but his body gives up and he loses, and it is at that time that my things escalated out of my prediction range. And I don't know how things could become even more epic, but because Fugo came back alive, and that was awesome. And especially the fire dragon which he had. As far as I remember, the fire spirit was supposed to be a salamander, but he bought a dragon, so maybe it could be the spirit, or maybe it could not. But dragons are supposed to be fire breathers, so maybe it could be possible that he has gotten a spirit as well, because so far in the series I can remember that the 4 elements are supposed to have only 4 spirits, and the fire spirit salamander is with Fana, and Fana got defeated. So technically the fire spirit won't get transferred, it will be with her till she dies. But then, will this dragon be another spirit of the fire magic? I'm not sure, but it's still epic that he came back at this time. But I should have expected Fugo return in the previous chapter, given all the silent panels he had in this chapter along with the previous chapter as well. But such details go by unnoticed even by the readers, and you don't expect it. Only after it has happened that you expect it and you begin to make the connections. Now, what I'm exactly curious about is, how did he manage to reawaken? He had lost consciousness when they had plucked out the gem from his forehead. That's I remember. And then what caused him to go into slumber and what caused him to reawaken, that'll be one big mystery. And obviously Fugo is the captain, and vice captain Randall is just a vice captain. And the second thing is that both of their elements are composite to each other. If the wind is strong, the fire can get extinguished, and the fire is strong, it can take the wind and become even more stronger. So this fight shows to be in a bit of advantage to Fugo, and if it does happen, it'll be awesome to see this happen. So that is all for this video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys liked it, and if you did, be sure to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button as well. and comment down what you think about my reviews, and comment down what you guys think about this chapter. And also be sure to check out my first video of another series that I've begun as calling it informative videos. And the first topic on that video was what benefits will you have by playing PUBG. If you play PUBG, be sure to check that out as well. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have an amazing day ahead of you. Until later, my manga fans, adios.